Milan get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his just beautiful, beautiful passing.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Valverde. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, delightful ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Lewandowski. Rijkaard, very much a man of this moment.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Rafinha. Rodri.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter.
It's Schneider! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And this is Lewandowski. Rafinha! That is decidedly lacking.
Rafinha clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Hernandez. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard. And he's intervened well there. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's a pretty loose pass. Pedro Neto. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Rodri. Now this could be a chance. Pedri. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Pedro Neto. Adams cuts it out. Hernandez. And Adams. Hernandez. Now it's Schneider. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway. So neither side has yet broken through. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Havertz, always looking for that half a chance. And he's in on goal. Mbappe! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He rises! That's a half-decent try. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Tries to play it through. Oh, well played, well played. Hernandez.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. It's played through for him. That's the keeper's ball.
Havertz really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries a shot! It's a goal! And in that moment, he has his 50th goal. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Substitution on the field, number 14.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Milan have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Ah, such a clever touch. Goes for the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Knocks it out wide. Now it's De Bruyne.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
One 0 as we head towards the end. Saliba, and back to the keeper they go. Just 5 minutes remaining now. That's a cute ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Milan, moments now away from seeing this one out. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time, and that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Milan.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
That is good alertness. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Back into the middle. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe! Deftly away. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Mbappe. Threads one in.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Alexander-Arnold. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's there to get it away. And here's Neto. Lewandowski. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mendes calmly anticipates. Looking for options for movement. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And here's Lewandowski. Might be danger here. Real chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's away. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Aimed beyond the defence. Hakimi. And that has put paid to that. Saliba wins the duel this time. Alexander-Arnold. And this is Lewandowski.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substitution for Santos. Number 20, Kane.
That gets things going for the second half.
Number 19.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
He's come in hard. It's a goal kick. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Nuno Mendes. Dybala is there to clear. Hazard. Pass somewhat off target. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. No way through there. Hazard goes on a charge down the left. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
En-Nesyri takes control of it and he's on the move. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, that's a key interception. Works it forward. Can he get on the end of this? He's found a way through.
Santos really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Good ball, good take. Succumbs to the pressure. That's a good run down the left. He's picked his way through. Now here's the delivery. And now they can clear their lines.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! He's beaten the last man. Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And no surprise, that's a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Substitution for Santos. Number 19.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Hazard. Hazard! And it's in! You don't keep those out. He knew. He just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
4 added minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. Nuno Mendes. That is ended up in no man's land. Hazard has it in a wide position. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Substitution in progress.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for a... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who were able to do that at the highest level like him.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That is good alertness. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Quarter of an hour played. Look at the space. Hazard! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Hazard has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Now this could be a chance. And here's Mbappe. He's found a way through. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now that's well seen too. Osimhen is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, it's played into the area.
Well, that kind of touch usually leads to a mouthful from several angles.
Stood up well to him there. The ball has bounced loose now. Araujo. Well read, nice interception. Searching pass he's played there. Osimhen is in a really good position out wide. Beckenbauer picks it up from the goal kick. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Milan have it back and can go again. Oh, delightful ball. Beckenbauer gets it clear. Alexander-Arnold gets into some space, and it's played in. He's got tall. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
There will be 1 minute added time.
De Bruyne. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's half-time here. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Substitution in progress.
And the second half gets underway. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. There's a beautiful simple... Oh no, what has happened here? Hazard. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Hazard. Italy appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're...
Oh, what a mistake! And a chance! And now they can clear their lines. And he's well positioned here, and he's in on goal. Kimmich tries to clear. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Osimhen. Maldini. He can run onto that. Can he finish? Sticks it away! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Some great movement here and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Italy are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Now it's Havertz.
Coming on to replace him is...
Now this could be a chance. And De Bruyne! They've done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So here comes a substitution. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
That's an imaginative pass. Brilliantly cut out.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Costa Curta. Now it's Forlan. Well, now here's a good battle. Bicep to... Tries a shot! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Van Basten voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Milan leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. So bring it on. Hike, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players, never mind just keepers.
Yeah, I very much doubt his nation has ever had anyone better in that position. And the pass is intercepted. He won't be happy with that one. Pedro Neto. He's found a way past. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, it's hit the post! And that is wildly off target.
Well, how on earth has he got that so wrong?
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. David Villa! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Rijkaard.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Bellingham, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Mendes. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Chance, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. Eze. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Great run on the overlap here. Nuno Mendes flings in across. Baia deals with that nice and simple. And it's Bellingham. Conte. And it's Thuram. Saliba. Fabinho is always scanning the pitch for targets. For Conte. Tries to play it through. Saliba calmly anticipates. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
David Villa, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Messi, now it's Lewandowski. David Villa. Conte. Now it's Owen. Still just a single goal between the sides. Pedro Neto with the foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Nuno Mendes. Saliba. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, this is intriguing.
60 minutes played. Messi. That pass has been well intercepted. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Now it's Owen. Chance here to counter. Kante too strong for his opponent there. Mendes goes on a run down the left wing. That is a great pick out. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Played back in. Played out towards the right wing. Mendes spots it and intercepts. Looking to play him in. Played into the box. Saliba tries to clear.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Substitution.
Looking for options for movement. The ball goes in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut. Milan really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Great ball. Chance for a shot! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your... And that is that. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper roles if needed.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Has a look and plays it forward. Knocks it into space. David Villa! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. But that has not gone well. Van Basten is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Raul. He is through here. Bit too much weight on the pass. Another chance from a corner. Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tchouaméni getting this one clear. Here's a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And here's Van Basten. Van Basten was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Van Basten.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Deftly away. And they're back on the ball again. Rijkaard, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Konate gets it clear. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Eto'o. Mbappe shoots! He scores! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's taking no chances there. Nicely aimed pass. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Mbappe. He's got away with one there. 15 minutes till half-time. Serginho. No, not quite on the same wavelength. It's a searching pass. That's going to go a long way. And he's there to retrieve it. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe! And this is Eto'o. Raul, looking to play him in. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Eto'o. It's Eto'o! That was mighty close. Van Bouten is there, and he can pick it up. Plays a sharp little ball here, and this is Raul. He's got a... Raul! It's in! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
After 41 minutes is number 18, Raul.
Portugal go into the lead.
Raul.
Knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now it's Van Basten. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Villa. And he shoots! They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
David Villa.
Portugal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be up.
And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitutions taking place.
There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Showing good feet. Drilled in low. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Well, there's the clearance. And reclaimed it in a trice. Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Cannavaro. Nakata. That's good vision.
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Van Dijk, very much a man of this moment. He's through, now is he in? Cannavaro cuts it out.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became...
Oh, what a mistake! A decent chance! Goal! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
After 58 minutes is number 17, Raul.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Oh, he's been caught napping, and he tries a shot! It's a goal! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, their manager seems to...
Big chance! Goal! Portugal! And they're back in front.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Number 11, Marco Van Basten.
Portugal get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
After 64 minutes is number 15.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And he's gone looking for safety. That is ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. Looking for the run. He's having a go! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rijkaard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, that's a key interception. So, what can they make of this? And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Beckham. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Chance, surely! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Bellingham. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, no joy this time.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Van Bouten. Now this could be a chance. That ball looks a good one. And it's Eto'o. Bellingham does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And this is Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Goal! Portugal! And again they hit the front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Number 42.
Eto'o charging forward. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Musiala did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. And this is the big chance.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Messi! Oh, he's hit the bar! Cleared without hesitation.
I think we're about...
Has a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
And that's a good-looking ball. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Oh, super ball! Can he finish? And the ball's come loose here. Rafinha. Konate.
There will be 5 minutes.
Can he get it through? He's in a great position here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Great chance here from position A1.
Well, the goalkeeper needs to have everything to his liking, and he's barking out the...
Beckham! And Neuer pulls off a sensational save. It's a good run down the right.
That's good play from him.
He's picked his way through. Eto'o. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. 5 minutes to add. Tries to play it through. And the referee brings it to a close. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler. So not the...
Mbappe! Rijkaard, another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Some good work on the right flank here. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Messi. Now it's Van Basten. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Brilliantly cut out. Oh, nicely intercepted. No goals as yet. Now it's Van Basten. Can he get on the end of this? That's a shade optimistic. And it's Lewandowski. Oh, good spread. Belletti. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Van Basten. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Bellingham. Knocks it into space. Picked out brilliantly. That's going to go a long way. Nicked it back promptly. Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And it's Ronaldinho. Van Basten. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. They've scored! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
After 40 minutes is number 14.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. No, that's been intercepted. Great vision. And that could set him on his way. He's found a way through. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Please be made aware.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Number 8,
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Coming on the field.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Ball is over the line. Ah, good steal, he just read it. And he's hit it long. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, that has not gone well. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Big chance! He scores! AC Milan are all square. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Substitution in progress.
Milan finding their passes. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. He's in plenty of space here. Messi picks it up out wide. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Raul. He has found the way through. Serves up across. Van Basten! And he's quick to get it clear again. 75 minutes played.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Milan desperately searching for the winner here. And here's Forlan. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the...
And the shot! And it's played in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Substitution for Milan. Number 11, Alexander-Arnold. Number 14, Chouameni. Coming on the field.
Defending of the desperate variety. Time added on 4 minutes.
Substitution, 4 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Forlan. And that's that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up. And it's a mighty effort! That's another chance! Goal! Milan! And what a start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So, a breakthrough already. Messi gets into a good position. Belletti. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Looking for a runner. That's a pretty loose pass. Can he get on the end of this? Van Bouten cuts out the pass. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Spread out to the left. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Terrific header! Oh, crossbar! Rafinha does really well to win the ball there. And here's the chance to counter. He's found a way past. He's got away. Now the cross. Oh, smashing header! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, what has happened here?
Yeah, I think if that...
Shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Alexander-Arnold receives it in a good header! Goal! Milan! And they've got their lead back. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that has been cut short. Rafinha. And here's Van Basten. Can he get it through? Thinks about the shot. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Rijkaard. Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. And he stands tall, impenetrable. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Looking for the run. Gabriel gets it clear. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Played out towards the right wing. Messi. In by Messi. Defending of the desperate variety. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1.
Substitution for Milan, number 18, Mbappe. Coming on to replace him is number 24.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Quality ball, Cristiano Ronaldo. Now there's a fine ball. Look at the space here. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. David Villa. He can get that clear.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Knocks it into space. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he lines up a cross. Shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. He has never had enough. And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, that has changed. Can he finish? Oh, no, it's an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And this is Ronaldo. Here comes the corner. Corner number 2 then. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now they can spring out of defence. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Konate clears.
Substitution for Milan, number 22, Isco.
Costa Curta has it in a wide position. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Substitution for Milan, number 15.
So, third corner of the game.
Ronaldo. Coming on to replace him is number 12, Van Basten.
Here's the header! And that would have been game, set and match.
Rice really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And he's in on shot at goal! And it's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And here's Van Basten.
Has been indicated.
David Villa.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's in a great position here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Park Ji-sung. Now, can they get him away? And he's there to belt it away. And that's that. Milan can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more is... Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. Milan cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Ruben Dias calmly anticipates. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Shot could be a decent chance! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Mbappe. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Aimed beyond the defence. And smartly reclaimed. And he's there to belt it away. Rijkaard. Ronaldinho. Now it's Villa. Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Good ball, good take. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
David Villa is behind this one. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. De Bruyne! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Punched away. De Bruyne gets into a good position. Out of play for a throw. And here's De Bruyne. And it's played in here. Defending of the desperate variety. And he's there to get it away. And it's De Bruyne. Closing in on goal. De Bruyne! That's another chance. A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Palmer.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Adams. Ball played for Kökçü. Now it's Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. And he's straight offside. Costa Curta plays a sharp little ball here. And this is Isco.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's a throw. Ah, good steal, he just read it. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Milan leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Didier Drogba. Number 10,
Here we go again then.
Mbappe.
Milan carrying a one-goal lead.
Raul.
Now it's Raul.
Erling Haaland.
And it's De Bruyne. Always onto this. Oh, good take in a good area. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
De Bruyne. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Saliba. Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And no surprise, that's a booking. Haaland clears. Saliba. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
And it's Mendes. Vardiol. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Played out to the left flank. Kimmich. And that could set him on his way. Saliba proves too strong. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, I think the referee has done well here. He's pulled him to one side, he's told him what's what, and hopefully he'll behave himself from now on. Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Isco, he's got away. That is good strength. No way through there. And this is Isco. Nuno Mendes tries a cross.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Vardiol. And it's played forward.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now this could be a chance. Haaland, chance! And the lead stays intact, just.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Strong running down that left flank. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Chouameni. Now it's Haaland. And this is Ronaldo.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Added time.
De Bruyne. Nicely shaped ball. Played into space out wide. And he's picked it up out wide. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. It's a good 35 yards out, this. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Cristiano Ronaldo. Vardiol tries to clear. And that's that. Milan are going up, and now they can dream. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, the contributions made by Barella, I think...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Can he finish? Some good work on the right flank here. Barella. Serginho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Immobile. And the pass is intercepted. Cuadrado. Inter Milan finding their passes. Now there's a fine ball. Chance! Goal! Inter!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
And it's Bergkamp. Bergkamp. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's neat. Referee has just said play on.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rijkaard. Cuadrado going full tilt down the right-hand side. Now it's Inzaghi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Van Basten. Milan looking to pass their way through. Sommer clears. And smartly reclaimed. Van Basten.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And here's Immobile. Barella. Picked out... And the finish! It's in! AC Milan are all square. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, the players... Immobile! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And this is Van Basten. Well, that's an excellent interception. Tries to pass it through. Pass somewhat off target. Barella. Now Tonali. Now this could be a chance. Van Basten shapes to shoot! He's delivered all right!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Milan go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers.
Oh, what has happened here? He's had a shot! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Played into space. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Barella. Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. Can he get it through? And they can counter here. Oh, well measured. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Van Basten. And this is Immobile. Well, what about it? Extraordinarily, they have been denied as late and as dramatically as can be. Played out to the left flank. And it's Hernandez. Hernandez climbs up big! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Great defending, strong and determined. Van Basten, and here's Thuram. Lookman. Thuram, well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Costa Curta. There will be 4 extra minutes. Cuadrado is wide and looking to get onto this. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Spread neatly. Rafael Leao receives it in a wide position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Knocks it out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Guendouzi. Bastoni is there, and he can get that clear. Rijkaard. Quality ball. Looking to play him in. Lookman. Thuram.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Guendouzi. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's straight offside.
Substitutions taking place.
Milan have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and...
And the shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! A momentary lap. That's it for the first period of extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Substitution for Inter. Number 7, Quadrado.
And we're off for the final time. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Great better chance! And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, well played. And he's in on goal. Great chance! Oh, that's incredible! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's Serginho. Shot a goal! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted...
And that's that. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. That's been cut out, well played. Rice. De Bruyne. And Robertson. Tries to pass it through. Torres gets into some space. White, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He slings, there's the header! Rodri tries to clear. And it's Rodri, knocks it out wide. That'll be a throw. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Fernando Torres. Ederson gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And they're quick to get it back. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. He won't be happy with that one. Robertson. Decent progress down the left. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rice turns back here, probably the best option. And here's Torres, played out wide, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tries to play it through. Drogba looking to run onto it. De Bruyne. And it's Robertson. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ederson claims comfortably. Rodri calmly anticipates. Out towards the flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Hangs in a cross. And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little...
He's had a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Danger averted for now. Over to the left. Lampard. He's on it. Can he get away? Great chance! It's in!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
And this is Drogba. Real chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
De Bruyne cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Robertson has it out wide and in space. Terrific header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's De Bruyne. And he's forced to go back. Robertson. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
A probing pass. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Vicario breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Havertz. Goes looking wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Number 20.
Adams gets it away.
Number 19. Wilshere.
And it's Robertson.
Two added
Whatever he
minutes
had
have
in
been
mind,
indicated.
that was not it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And we're done. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. And that gets things running. Well, you could make a case to say, Jim, that Park Ji-sung is the most successful Asian export ever.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Hugely popular, and it's hard to argue if you look at his record at the very top level. A player with an impeccable work ethic and discipline, and he has the knack of turning up at all the big games too.
Ruben Dias makes the interception. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that was vital. And that was very necessary. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, smashing header. Goal! Manchester United! A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Manchester United penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he certainly...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. White. He slings it in. Climbs up big! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now that's well seen too. Park Ji-sung. Manchester United applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. He has found the way through. Crossbar comes to the rescue. That's a half-decent try.
Isak must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
Oh, that's a key interception. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Cantona. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And here's De Bruyne. Has a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Robertson. He is through here. White does really well to win the ball there. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Irwin. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Pete.
Drogba! We've got to go! goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Liverpool grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome...
He rises! Oh, crossbar! And he's heaved it away. Rice. Pedro Neto. Oh, a delicate chip through. Now there's a fine ball. Drogba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
The attendance for this match.
And that is a little undercooked.
550.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Looking to play him in. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He won't be happy with that one. Passing is crisp and sharp, played back. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Liverpool perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Irwin. That's Park Ji-sung. And that's been intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Cantona. Can he finish? It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Liverpool faced with a real prospect of letting this slip.
Substitution in progress.
The ball is on the spot. Here we go. And he's denied. Looking to go deep. Up he goes! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Cantona has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Casemiro picks it up from the goal kick.
13, Park Ji-sung. Coming on the field.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Number 19, Wilshere. Substitutions taking place.
Now that looks a decent ball. He can run onto that.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Alisson claims comfortably.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Rice gets across to intercept that. Ambitious ball here. That is ended up in no man's land. Forlan finds himself offside. Knocks it into space. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Quick reminder today, please have
So to
your
clarify,
tickets at hand
extra
as it's
time
time to
will
announce today's
follow.
Winning lottery numbers.
Substitution.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Great ball if he can get there. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. In he goes again! And that's a real chance missed. De Bruyne! And no, he couldn't find the finish. De Bruyne. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. It's a searching pass. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Always onto this. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And claimed it back swiftly. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Wilshere. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Yeah, he's fouled him there. York. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Volunteers for each block.
Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And we're off for the final time. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more? And one more try! Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Fernando Torres demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So we have a breakthrough. Tries from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Casemiro cuts out the pass. Gabriel works it forward. Gascoigne. Now it's Haaland. Pass somewhat off target.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And this is Torres. There's the shot! He scores! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be.
And that is as far as it goes.
Security staff
They
for
needed
each
to
block.
win,
Please
and
report.
they have.